That's
Fixed it.
Of course. Don't knock anybody over that quick.
We did it!
Yeah!
Oh yeah!
Careful.
Oh my God, that was fun.
All right.
Go slow, Lucy. Yes, it was awesome. Oh my Jesus. I loved it.
Okay, everybody, we're gonna get this party started.
Didn't I do that? I thought that was
Everybody,
I thought that was
take your seats.
Quiet in the house.
Come on, people. The movie's starting.
Forget about it.
All right.
Can you all see?
My
bedroom way?
Okay, everybody, throughout the evening, you'll be asked to sing and participate in different ways, so please take a song sheet.
I don't have my glasses on though.
We'll go get them. Do you need to go for a half hour and pick them up somewhere?
Walmart. That's way out there. Forget it. I'll squint. I'll look at it. I'll
So,
see it.
do you only gave them to some people so we don't have,
One
we don't have
page.
anything to do?
1 page each.
We go through that. That was like perfect, like we had planned it.
Oh, okay. I see there's words.
I'm not gonna give you
Good thing I had my glasses here. There's words on this. Now come a spectacle. Cindy, they're words.
All right, Brian,
I just looked,
you're
they're
on.
words. It's actually words. It's not a pattern.
Tommy, do you
They're
have
words.
one more? They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see them?
Everybody need one?
What is it about? That's one of the words.
Oh, what is it about you?
Wow, we are getting old.
What is it about you?
You're big.
You're big, you're loud, you're tough.
Even the MC sitting down this year.
I think it was just handed off to you. Okay.
Because he's creeping behind me. KMC is here. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. You know, I was thinking to myself last night on the way home that, you know, the possibility is I may not see a lot of you people ever again. I'm wishing, you know, but it's likely that some of us won't see each other again. So that makes tonight a very special thing, because I have to relate to you all. We're a fabulous bunch of motherfuckers. I have been all around the world, well, most of it, and I can't think of people that I want to spend it with more than all of you. I bump into you all the time, everywhere, and I recall what we've done. And we didn't get caught.
Nobody went to jail.
Most of the time.
And I'm thinking this evening, when we did our time in the city, many of us got together and we decided we had to do a show together. And we decided that what we do is all pitch in a little something. And what we did decide is we'd line up all the holidays in the year, and then we each pitch in a story about each particular day. And then we wind that together in a story. Keith Miller did a fabulous job of knitting that together somehow for us. And he had a friend who did music for it, and then Tom Wilson crept off in a box somewhere and did this fabulous staging for it. And I remember the opening night, it was at that little theater above the Improv right there on 43rd?
Maybe, yeah.
Some damn thing. And that day at work, I was just sort of taking it easy, getting ready to go over there, because we put all this work into it. And I called over and said, can I come over and help? No, we've got it handled. You go ahead, you just come over when you get there and stuff. So I mosey over and I get there, and it's like, well, half the props are now. What the hell are you guys doing, you know? It's like, we're opening night here. We only got 3 nights here. You know, how are we going to get through this thing? And so we sort of jumble it together and get things together. And the set was this fabulous bedspread. It was like a giant bed that Tom had created out of my old comforter, and drapes and pulls, and in this charming theater where they served a lot of liquor, which was just terrific, because somehow this crazy little show came together and people attended, and it was packed to the gills, all 108 of them. And there was terrific energy, and lead along naked from the waist up, and
Wow.
well, backstage. And this group of people had come together, and what, you know, it's really, if you look at it on the video afterwards, it's really a piece of crap. But it moved people. It moved people. The audience was going nuts. People are pounding on the doors at intermission, you know, wanting to say something to somebody, you know, and then they're going crazy. And we're getting through it. We're just barely remembering our lines. Well, I was. And we kept getting, you know, such terrific feedback from this, and we get through the entire show. And I'm going to tell you, the most special part for me was, and you may remember this, Allison, the little fellow who lived up in the, actually lived above the, oh God, I'm going blank here.
Stage.
Up above the stage. He just lived up in the rafters up there. Several years before, he was just a Mosquito Indian who lived in Guatemala and in a grass hut by the Pacific. And now he was there, and he cleaned up at the place, and he lived up there in the technical ceiling. And he'd come down because all he ever wanted to do, and this is an Indian from Central America, was do hair. He wanted to do hair for the show. So I think he did your hair for the show. And
I'm just on for the ride, baby.
yeah. But he was telling me, you know, this is what he wanted to do his entire life. I was thinking, well, this is fabulous. Because what I'm seeing is we all pitched in these little stories about the holidays and how they moved us as children, the special times people have. And we mixed a bunch of New Age stuff in it and had a great time and a fun thing with crystals and things. And we had this terrific actor from, I don't want to insult him by saying he's either a Croatian or a Serbian, but we weren't sure which. And Drago, I think was his name. He was this young Gregory Peck looking, 6 foot something guy who came in, and he would say words like meteor. Because a meteor would strike you.
Oh, that's yours.
We had him there as a mystic, and it was a fabulous little show. But what they neglected to tell me as I got through that evening, and we ran across the Film Center Cafe to have drinks afterwards, was I remember sitting at the bar and sitting down, and we get through everything. I think it was Tom, you said, should we tell him? Because what they didn't tell me was the Act Up theater troupe was rehearsing in our space beforehand, and there was a huge rainstorm the night before, and a ceiling leak, and poured all over the stage and had ruined Tom's beautiful set completely. And these guys had walked in there that afternoon to find this mess, but first the Act Up theater troupe that was rehearsing in there decided to tear it completely off the stage and throw it in the corner. And earlier that day I'd asked if I could come over and help, but they didn't want me to come because they thought I might eat someone. But they didn't tell me that in an instant, after lawyers talked to their lawyers and back and forth, and they determined whose fault was who, Tommy had to run down to the garment district and buy a bunch of foam and new material and stuff, and he recreated the entire stage that afternoon. And so I walked in bitching about all the props aren't set and things like that. They had just gotten the damn show back together. And I remember the whole comment from the Mosquito Indian guy was that, well, you know, fags is good on paper. But when they come down to it, they just gonna do. I just had to disagree with him right there. I said, no, buddy, because you're not talking about my fags. Because they get down there and they get it done. I had no idea that this had happened. And here, Denise would not let me leave work to come over there because they thought I'd do this stuff. But I'm thinking about these special people. And you guys are among those special people. And so tonight is a chance, especially for me, because I don't see any of you ever. And this is heaven for me right now, because you are the greatest people and the greatest. Frank was talking about tonight. He goes, something about these people and this time. It's so meaningful to me. I know. But because of that, I want this evening to be special. So the first thing we're going to do here this evening, we're going to take some time out. We've lost some people recently, and through the years too. And they're still here. And they're still with us. And I'm looking around, I'm going to ask my friend Steve Trujillo, there he is, to step up, and he's going to pay tribute to these folks. So give him a hand and bring him on. Let's remember those special folks. Second, Steve.
I'm going to go on this side. Preston, you got this? Preston. Not yet, not yet.
Carol Merrill will show you how.
I was hoping the doc would still be here at the time, but I'll say what I wanted to say while he was here. Is the Dalai Lama once said, when you talk, you are only repeating what you already know. But if you listen, you may learn something new. And I believe there are a few of us here tonight who listened and learned from Professor John Whitty and Professor Frank Galliano. Troy's going to show us a video in a minute, and I encourage everyone to sing along, especially the second song. 5 years ago, I posted an old picture of the CAC on our Facebook page, and it set off a huge, all-encompassing thread that I literally believe still goes on to this day. And that picture is our beloved protector, the Spirit House. I truly believe this picture has come to symbolize us. Not our families, not our children, not our careers, but the hallway, the corridor, the path that began our journey that led us to our lives of today. And tonight, I offer this simple poster as a gift to Reverend Thomas Nichols. And I trust everyone here eventually will sign it for Tommy before we adjourn for the night.
I'll only sign the places where I get it.
There's no room for anyone else. Tommy, you are our backbone for tonight's exquisite reunion.
Still, a backbone. Clumsy ass backbone. Clumsy ass fucking backbone. Love you.
It seemed like exactly the right moment.
Well played.
Not lost your
These are so. Oh.
That's her name.
Tommy, you are our backbone for tonight's exquisite reunion and a guiding light for us all. And simply by choosing to be here tonight, we honor you for your efforts.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Just as we will always honor Denise for her absolutely priceless efforts of 5 years ago this very night. A big hand for Tommy and Denise. Just the priest. Oh, they'll put the picture on with the applause. All right. When I was left all alone in this lodge last time we were together, after our revels had melted into thin air, I told a story about how when all the rain had ended and the moon and the stars came out, I could see the faces, the smiles, and the laughter of all of us, our dearly departed amongst us, in the starry lights that flickered around me. Now, Laura Grace Stammers Nichols joins Keith, Carl, Doug, and Mate in those celestial stars, always protected under the wings of our sacred Spirit House, amid constant proofs of her guidance and loving favor. My God, look at us! And binding our friendships and love for one another tonight and forever.
Our revels now are ended. These are actors, and like the baseless fabric of the vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherit shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with sleep.
Cool, wow.
Behind the flag, right there. You were right by it.
Good,
Thank you.
Jace.
Thank you.
That'll work. That'll work. No. That'll work.
Well, not mine. Okay.
Keith, it's Cindy. Yeah. I'm not dead.
Betsy, there's your cat.
There's Dougie.